Hi, Profe, Oscar. Thank you so much for your time. There was a lot of mental toughness from the group tonight. I felt like they fought very hard. It was a tough result in a rivalry game. What can you tell the fans that they're already, venting out their frustrations online, especially coming in a home game against Austin FC? Thank you so much, sir.
Right. Well, that this is a competition. This is a responsibility that I take charge of, or I am in charge of. I'm the coach of this team. I think the effort of the players today was very good. The commitment that the players have with this club and with the way they represent us all and the fans is there. I think we shouldn't feel ashamed about it because they did a good job on that part. The other side is that we're making some mistakes and we're not being very polished to score goals at this time. We're losing games that we hate to do it, and any game you hate to do it, but especially these ones. And nothing but just be in charge of that. That's why I'm here, and I'm responsible for that. To our fans, my message is just to be patient with the team. I don't want to remember what happened last year, but and not use that because I don't want to get through it. But it's happening, and we have to move on. We have to put our head up and then trying to recover our footballers and bounce back. That's our characteristic. Obviously, frustrated on not getting a result. But the team that was in the pitch today really has a big effort on the game and a commitment to try to do the best possible way that we planned during the week. So I'm very proud of them. Obviously, the frustration at this point is probably bigger, but we are professionals and we have to move on. Then there is a bunch of things that we saw today that just let us with the taste that we can bounce back again. Right. Well, we have to absorb. We have to make a good analysis. I think our path has to be visible for the players. It's very difficult to do it while you're not winning games, and that's normal. That's the natural reactions of our competition, and in this industry, you have to win games. But at the same time, we have to be conscious about what is happening on the pitch. And as I said, I think today the boys gave 110% effort. I saw a lot of good things today, and just don't want to see in the back and say that this many games. And no, we have to take it the way it is. It's our responsibility. We are professionals. We whatever is the schedule, we have to face it in the best way possible. At this point, we're not getting results, but what I saw today in the pitch is way different, and I'm very optimistic. I should use as a way to make us feel better after not getting results, because as you may have more visible reasons, and but that's not the way I like it. I think we represent a club that needs to win games. What I want to see is the effort of the players, and it was there. The effort was there. The idea, the way we do things, and obviously we have to polish things in the two areas and be better. But the identity of this team is not lost. The identity is there. With a reference of that many changes that we have had in the last few weeks, it's normal. Probably at this time or at this time of the year, it's happening. Not ideal, but we all part of the team. Somehow we all have to have a response for our positioning, regardless of who's starting. The game, it is a game of proposals and risk. I think you will see with Orlando, since I came here to this club, that our initiative and the way we like to control the game and the look for the protagonism is always be there. I'm not going to change that. That creates spaces that we are not controlling well, and and we have to be much better. And what you described, Michael, is very visible. We see it. But the only way to change it is just to improve that skill individually. We need to be better, and we may bring a couple of players more in the back line and defend with 10 guys, and that doesn't guarantee you anything.
We'll go to Luis Pineda.
Hi, Duncan. Thank you for your time. How's that relationship building with Luis Muriel right up top on 4-4-2 today? Um, he seemed to be playing a little back, then forward, and both of you kind of switching positions. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's something that we've been working on. You know, it's also new to us. I like playing next to him. He's a wonderful player, a lot of quality with him. So it's now to play side by side with him, and hopefully with more repetition, and we see some success through the playing with him.
All right, Austin, if you have one more for the room, or we can wrap up.
I guess kind of going off of that question with Muriel being kind of playing that kind of role almost behind you, he's very different obviously to a player like Mauricio or Nico. How do you kind of adapt to the different players playing in that little pocket of space and how each one plays and wants to find you in space?
Yeah, it's definitely we have a lot of quality in the 10 position, and you know all of them have their own qualities, but you know with Luis I'd say it's he's a very attacking minded player, and you know he loves to get forward as well, which is good for me, and it's lovely playing with him.
All right, thank you, Duncan. Thanks everyone for joining us. We'll see you next week.
I'd say we're obviously disappointed. I feel like it hurts the most because I feel like we can see ourselves playing the way that we want to play, and just the results aren't falling our way. But I mean, I gotta keep our heads down and push this next week and play for the next game. Yeah, I mean it's definitely frustrating when you have the ball in their opponent's half that much, and especially in the final third, and not being able to put the final touch on the ball is definitely very frustrating for myself as a striker and for the rest of the guys. But knowing that we've had that much possession in their half is a good sign, I would say. And we just got to keep working through practice and repetitions on that, and the final piece will come. It feels good, you know. It's a testament to the work I've put in, and it's really exciting every time you get the call up for your national team and the Olympic team. So it's an exciting feeling. Yeah, it's going to be a big help. You know, we're very bummed and disappointed that we were out of the CONCACAF, but that allows us to focus more on league play now until the summer. So we're definitely going to take our practices and film seriously and use those days as best as we can to start helping us get some wins. I'd say once we, you know, it's I get feeling like last year how we started off slow with wins and goals, and I think you know I think we're close. And once those start coming, I think it's going to be a good sign for us.